So we have with us Phil Blow, CEO of Accru. Phil, welcome on Crypto TV.
Thanks so much for having me.
So can you take us through what this Accru is all about and the project you have initiated since inception? What are the developments that your company has gone through?
Yeah, sure. So Accru PLC is a listed company in the UK. We pay one of the highest rates of interest for people to deposit their crypto and fiat currency. We're an app on the Apple Store and also on web and Android as well. We're available globally, and we're onboarding customers globally. And the idea is it's a really, really simple place for anyone who's trying to earn interest on their crypto, so they don't have to go direct to DeFi, all of the sort of complexities around that and a lot of the cost. We remove all of that complexity and just put it into a really nice, simple to use app.
So Phil, how much return your company has given, say maybe in the last 2 years, if you can just highlight that?
So in terms of the yields that we pay, so if someone was to deposit, say, a stable coin or a US dollar pegged asset onto the platform, we pay them 12% yield.
Fantastic.
And then in terms of Bitcoin and Ethereum, we will pay them 7% yield. So, and all of that is paid in the base currency, so we don't pay in sort of a utility coin or anything like that. So again, it makes it really simple for the users.
So Phil, can you just simplify this process for our viewers? Say for example, if someone is having some 5 cryptocurrencies, so maybe n number of cryptocurrencies with them. So how can they earn money? If you can just step by step simplify this process for our viewers.
Yeah, so all they would need to do, and someone's getting excited about them, but all they would need to do is just download the app. We give everyone who signs up $10 just to get familiar with the platform and just play around.
Wow.
And so once they've gone through a basic KYC process, which is just taking a photo of an ID and a proof of address, all they need to do then is just deposit either fiat or normal currency, or an existing crypto portfolio. Moment it clears on their account, they click one button and it starts earning interest.
Wow.
So really simple process, and we built it so that anyone can start doing this.
So you're talking about per annum interest rates or?
Per annum interest rates, yeah. So, I mean, one of the things we've heard for a lot of today, I mean, this is a big DeFi conference, and there are DeFi protocols out there that, are pitching very, very high interest rates. What you get with Accru, which you don't get with them, is, we have a very diversified portfolio in the background, and the risk level is very different. Where you're seeing headline rates of 20, 30, 40% on assets, you are taking a lot more risk along with that. So people need to be aware of that. And one of the things that we're looking at doing is, we have a really diverse portfolio of all of the major protocols, but often some of those high yielding products, as much as we would love to invest in them ourselves, it just doesn't fit our risk matrix. So we don't put money into them.
What's your assets? I mean, how much is the funds under management as of now?
So we've got two products. We've got a DeFi protocol, which we did launch, which has got $20 million in it. And we've also got the CeFi platform, which has been growing pretty exponentially. We're signing up around about 300 customers a day at the moment. And that growth curve has just been insane. So our target is to have billions of dollars worth of assets on the platform this year. That's really what we want to be doing.
That's a roadmap for 2 years or 3 years?
I mean, at the moment, we've got the product live. It's been security tested. We've done a deal where we've got all of the wallets insured for $30 million as well, which is a key security feature. So now it's just about scaling the business. There's no real additional big project or tech development needed. It's about listening to the customer, adding products that really help them.
Right.
But generally, it's just how do we scale this business and sign up lots more customers.
It looks like Accru is ticking all the boxes right. Is there any other other projects you're pursuing going forward? Say maybe 6 months or 1 year down the line, this will add to your top line?
Yeah, I think one of the really interesting areas of DeFi is if you look at how yield is generated in crypto, it tends to be a lot of lending between big institutional counterparties. And I'm really excited to see how the real traditional world of finance enters the blockchain space.
Fantastic.
So, looking at things like, the supply chain finance industry, sort of alternative mezzanine finance structures, and connecting them with crypto communities and crypto assets.
Right.
I think that is an area which is going to really disrupt the banks and the existing lenders. So we're really excited to look at that in the future.
Does rising US interest rate bothers you?
Not particularly, I wouldn't say. One of the things we've seen is as inflation's gone up, and we were expecting it to go up given the amount of new dollars that have been, that have been printed. There's been a pretty big erosion of overall wealth, which has been sort of counteracted by what people have done in the world of crypto. People who've been in crypto for 5 years invariably have made a lot of money.
Lovely.
But when you look at like the traditional world of finance, people are really struggling to make decent returns, and that's why we're seeing so many of them come into the world of crypto now.
Excellent. How about talking about Indian markets, and is India in your bucket list?
I'd love to. What our biggest thing is around, we are regulatory first as a business. So we like to work with local regulators to make sure that they're 100% happy with what we're doing. And, we need a bit more clarity, I think, from the Indian regulator in the world of crypto. And, that's probably the thing that's holding us back the most from really going after the market, because, it's an enormous, talented, group of or community that we'd love to get involved in. And, just looking around here today, you can see the interest from the communities here. So yeah, we'd love to get into that space when sort of regulatory clarity gets a little bit better.
2 quick questions on what's your view on the NFT sector?
Yeah.
First,
NFT sector, I think is, where it is now versus where I think it's going is going to be night and day difference. Like the stuff that gets me really excited in the NFT space is kind of the fractionalization of assets. So if you think about, I own a painting at home, and at the moment it's sitting on the wall not doing anything. Now, what about if you could turn that painting into 1,000 NFTs and then lend those to people for a yield?
So as in AQRU is looking forward?
These sorts of things are all things that we need to be at the forefront of where yield is being generated in digital assets.
Perfect. And the ongoing volatility in the cryptocurrency market, what do you think? Is there an opportunity for all the investors? If you can just simplify that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're seeing a huge amount of institutional adoption in the space. ETFs, for example, being a way that a lot of people are going to access this market. Increasingly being spun up. So I think what we're going to start seeing is just a lot more flows and the market itself grow. Given that supply is limited in the world of Bitcoin, that's probably going to push prices higher.
We wish you all the best for AQRU going forward. We hope that you achieve all your business targets. Thank you so much for talking on Crypto TV, Phil. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.